Yo, it's Note, baby.
Yo, it's your boy Note. We back on the Note Show. And for my guest today, I got my boy Uno.
What's happening with it, man? Appreciate you for having me out here, man. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you getting here, bro. I appreciate you just coming and being a part of it, man. You know, this is my first one right now, bro. This is my first one for the year started because of all the stuff going on, you know. It's been a wild motherfucking ride trying to get this motherfucker to keep going, you know.
I know it. I'm just glad you're back at it, man, you know.
Oh, man,
get it done.
I'm trying. So those of y'all don't know, we're still filming this little thing, this little movie we're started, you know. So We're not done with it, but I'm glad that you got on today because I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it. So we're gonna start off the Note Show. Fuck it, let's just talk about what we have coming together. Okay.
Yes.
So right now, I'm not gonna give too much on Oba. I'm not gonna do too much. I'm not gonna give a storyline. We're not gonna give him none of that. But I do want to know how did you feel about the process of doing this, like since we've been trying to get this together, because people don't know what's going on behind the scenes of all the situations of just the seasons and just like casting, scheduling, but just as far as so far the whole situation, what have you gotten, like the experience that we've gone through so far?
It's nothing less than amazing, you know. Even though we have had our times where we couldn't shoot and stuff like that, like just the process in itself, seeing what ending product that we do come up with is just, you know, and the hard work that we put in, especially yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, it was this is something I always tell them, because when you're working on a movie, the whole team has to be on the A game, you know, and if you're not on your A game, then
it's gonna show up
out of everything. So everything has to be on the flow. We all have to be the river, the ocean. We have to flow smooth and just abide the current and not get fucked up in it. So when your performance is great, which it is, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is that we've only shot so much to where we have so much more coming that it's just like, man, it's definitely crazy because it's on the new camera I got. So shooting it on the Blackmagic camera, it's just like you've seen some of the results of just some of the still shots and stuff. Man. It just makes it more
the quality
makes it more
is
real.
Amazing. We're not no Tubi.
No tubing.
Tubing.
I don't even know how people are doing it with the Film Hub thing of how they changed it now. You know, it's $100 a month if you want to do your subscription. Man, I just need a number, Film Hub. I need a number. Give me a number of which it's going to cost me to get on that sponsorship. And I'm going to pay that, man. But I want to know, because if I'm going to pay, like, say I have to pay $1,500.
Yeah.
We about to work.
Oh, yeah, we
about to really work, you know? Like,
you see what happened last time. Had me running with no shoes on.
Barefooted. When you were shooting that, I was wondering, like, what were you thinking? Were you thinking, like, yo, what the fuck am I doing?
When I was shooting it was like, what the fuck did I just sign myself up for?
I'm telling you.
You want me to do what? Is it gonna come with injuries, you know? But it was fucking fantastic, man.
My whole problem was trying to find wardrobe, you know, because it was my first time really trying to find wardrobe, and I still because we got this one, and then we got another one called Blood Diamond, which I'll have to figure out all the wardrobes for the women, but it's just like the whole process of trying to see it, you see what I'm saying, with the image of the story we're getting ready to tell, and try to like dialogue it out to every actor to understand. Because you know how I like to direct. I like scripts, but I don't like to give my actors full-on scripts. I don't want them, because sometimes reading a line sounds like you're reading a line, if that makes sense. Sometimes people have trouble, you know, and we're not working with A1 actors either, you know what I'm saying? So you have to remember too.
Not yet.
But you gotta remember we're going through that process. So it's like I like to keep it that way, bro. I like to keep it a little bit just fresh, you know, try to give it a little bit of spice, but then let the actor take its own, you know, its own process.
Gotcha. That's like the first little short thing that we did, you know what I'm saying?
I have my hands up like that. I don't know what I was doing. Like, I was like, hello, I got my hands up.
It's just like the first little thing that we did, you know, and you know, you gave us free range to do whatever we wanted to in that little short film. You know, you told us basically what you wanted from us.
What the fuck? Yes. Yeah. What the fuck was dope? What the fuck was
shit?
Yo, how Tierra died was probably the hardest, one of the hardest deaths I've ever.
Sorry, I had to kill you, but I did.
Shout out to Tierra Love, man. She's a beautiful actor and a good mom.
Out, man.
She's got a little podcast she's doing with her son. Okay, cool. Shout outs to them. If you haven't watched What the Fuck, just go watch that stuff. You'll see what we're talking about.
Shouts out to my boy Drew too, man.
Yeah, hey, shouts out to Drew, which Drew will be with us with other projects. Believe me.
Definitely.
Definitely. So yeah, man, that was a fun piece, and it was it was What the Fuck.
That was the first one we shot.
Yeah, and it was What the Fuck, because we didn't know what the fuck we was doing.
Didn't know what the fuck we was doing.
We were just trying.
But everybody liked it, so hey, might as
I'm
well
telling
keep
you
going.
how the effects came when she died, and y'all get on top, and then you get the camera of y'all shooting. That's like my favorite shot out of the whole shot. Hey, it's like
I don't know. He actually had to lay on the ground.
Yeah. It was like Pulp Fiction shot. That's what I was going for.
It was lovely.
That's what I was going for. The Samuel Jackson and John Travolta, how they.
I still go back and press play on
that trailer's heat. That whole thing was heat, man. We all got to get together one day and do something different. But that was a heat fire. Hey, people forget it was like 110 degrees outside. Hot. It was hot as fuck. Bro.
Oh yeah, and I was little.
It was crazy, man. I like that. I like the initial process of that, bro. It was pretty fire, bro.
Just overall working with you with projects like, you know what I'm saying, you shooting my music video and everything, it's always came easy. It's just easy. There's no really pressure. It's like, hey, look, this is what I want to do. Can you do it? And it just flows so great. You know what I'm saying? So I've never had an issue. It's always been fun working with you.
I think that you have a creative mind, so it makes it very easy for someone that's either directing or capturing something with you that you give a little bit. See, you have artists that have to give too much. You see what I'm saying? And there's artists that give too little, and there's artists that give enough. You give just enough to where we both can balance the creativity. It's different when you have someone saying, "Oh, I see this, I see this, I see this."
We gotta have it this way. We gotta have it this way.
It's like a marriage. You have to have a different set of boundaries to like compromise with each other. We both want to make it work, so let's compromise. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes the rappers don't understand why do you shoot at this angle? Why do you shoot at this angle? And it's like you gotta understand that everything you're doing is pretty much emotion.
I don't think in that music video I even gave any input. And like it's one of the best videos I've ever shot in my life.
I think Tierra had a good input with it. She helped us with it.
I didn't say nothing. You just
had
the vision and we ran with it.
Drew got a good look at and feel to where he looked dangerous, to where he didn't really have to do too much. Yeah, he had a good feel about him to where I didn't have to do too much with him, and he already was natural at what he was doing, so it was just kind of like
just his demeanor alone.
It wasn't. None of it was hard, bro. Out of all the stuff, that was probably my easiest shot that I've done, like worked on, like my easiest film, actors. And I didn't have to pay nobody nothing.
Oh, no.
Nothing for that motherfucker. Motherfuckers forget,
ain't no need to pay no money, man. We all trying to make some, man. Why am I going to charge you for putting me in something that might blow up for the both of us, you know? So, people got to understand that, man. It's not always about the money, man, you know?
Well, I think when you start off, it's free, and then when you're trying to get to where what we're doing now, when we're shooting with 6K, we're trying to get on to other places. I think when we go after other people now, when they see what you've done, there's always somebody we live in a society where it's like, what can you do for me right now?
What can you do for me?
That's what our kids will grow up in.
If you can't do nothing for me, I don't need you around me.
So we're in an era where we have to just it's like AI for us videographers. We have to literally surf on that motherfucker and figure out the wave, because that
next
motherfucker
new thing, it's gonna.
Yeah, so it's like you got to with these people, man, and I feel like you should pay people anyways, because I'm gonna take a amount of your life.
I'm getting paid though.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting paid by the recognition, and so it's not
it
monetary.
Depends on what I ask you to do.
Yeah,
I think that's what it is. And most of the time, I'm gonna ask like Blood Diamond. Any woman I ask, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be half naked and you're gonna be a vampire. Yeah. But if you know that and I'm paying you for that, there's no problem. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not shooting nothing nude unless, if I am, then I know I'm going to have to pay her a little nice. You know what I'm saying? I understand that, because see, this is the thing, is that as a person that's trying to get out there, I know your time is the most vulnerable thing you have out the day. So if I'm gonna take at least 8 hours, I should pay you at least something. You should at least be able to go home to your kid, wherever you're going. That's my job though, as a production person that's doing my videography. I have to do that for my films, it's no productions, you know what I'm saying? But it's just
just come in here and just think you're just gonna get just money, you know what I'm saying? Right, first little thing, like, nah, but
it'll get people to come, you know. And sometimes, you know, in movies it's just like music, you know, like if you want to get in a big feature, you know that if I spend $9,000 on MGK, I know that if I spend that money on him, I'm going to get views. So it was worth it. So at the end of the day, that's what it's about, is making sure that it's about views. And it's just movies too. If we get a popular person in the movie, then more people will watch the movie. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So it's all just that give and take.
But that comes back to the scheduling. The scheduling, that's what always gets us. You got to get the money to get them in there. But when scheduling, that's the thing about doing a movie, though. If you're going to do a movie, you know that you're going to go through bumps and hurdles with people because of actors and just time slots and schedules, everyone's got something. And you know, we both know if you're a rapper right now, it's not you can't live off that right now. So you gotta do merchandise, you gotta sell, you have to figure out, you gotta get a 9 to 5, you gotta really work on something to keep going. And there's nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5 and doing music.
No, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, sustaining with the money that you're making on there is just, it can't happen. It's not. That's why everyone's doing podcasts. Mm-hmm. They're doing just numerous different things to take care of themselves. Like anybody, like even in a minute, us videographers, we'll be doing the same thing. We'll be taking cheaper jobs because things are getting harder for us. If you're a graphic designer right now, you don't even got a job.
Yeah. I still work, so I don't see myself stopping no time soon.
Well,
no matter what,
I'll be honest with you. Back in the day, I'd have been honest with you. I'd have been like, you're a hobbyist. You're a hobby rapper if you're not working 24. I'm going to be real with you. 24 hours, you're a hobbyist. But we don't live in that economy. So you can't say that to anybody.
I gotta work. I
don't think anyone cannot work without paying their bills.
Out.
Everything comes. It's a business. You know what I'm saying? It's just that now. It's just like that now. Now you don't have the room you used to have back in the day to have a foot in there. You have to have both foot out and in the door because of life, because of bills, you know, society.
When it was younger, it was easier. It
was different times.
When it was younger, I was staying with mama, it wasn't nothing for me to stay at the studio for 48 hours, not worry about nothing, just worry about music.
Well, it's like now, like look at our music. Like we went from mixtapes being 12 tracks to now only being 4 or 5. You know, when you would talk about making an EP, that would be like 10 songs. Now it's like 4 or 3.
Not only that,
and they've gone down more from that. Yeah, and the limits. It used to be like 4 minutes. Now we're like 2:50.
Not even that. You got songs that have one verse and one hook only. Rod Wave. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like, we used to have 4 or 5 minute tracks, you know what I'm saying? Straight bars. Let
me say this. Don't you ever come for Rod Wave. Not just playing with you. That's my guy. I love
But
Rod
I'm saying, you can't lie. Rod Wave have a lot of 2-minute tracks.
When you want to get drunk with some whiskey and take a gun and put it to your head and play some Rod Wave. That's all my life.
He might talk you out of it. He might not.
Nope. He ain't talking you out of it. Everything you listening to, you just going to kill yourself. It's over. No, it's real though, man. Like it's just a different atmosphere with music now, and it's going to where the average person last year 7 seconds on clips was the average amount of person could take. So now with me editing, it used to be about 5. There used to be about 8 or 9 minutes of a clip. Yeah. Now they want you got to keep clipping 7 seconds, 7 seconds, 7 seconds to where. That's the attention span of last year's videography editing. Yeah. I don't know this year, so I don't know, but I'm just saying 2023, that's what it is. I can only imagine now, like, just like the songs getting shorter, the process getting easier. You don't need the things you used to need, though. Think about it. AI is destroyed. If you run your own studio, you need to worry about it. Like, for real. Like, things are getting to the point where graphic designers, they're out of work, buddy. They're done. Like, you know, you got Journey, you got stuff now that are easy templates.
Yeah.
templates, presets are destroying your lives because now that's all people are going to be able to use.
We already knew that AI was
but that's the future
anyway,
now. So it's like you got to figure out how to
all the little voice
maintain.
changers, having people say shit they never said. Like, look how easy that shit is now, you know. So, man, it's you know, AI is gonna put a lot of shit out, but you know, we gotta try our best to hold our originality to the shit that we got, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't let it fully take over. You know what I'm saying? And people are gonna let that happen. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's like I said, we either gotta learn how to surf on it or we're gonna drown because there's no other way. It's either gonna help you or it's gonna break you because it's just times change. Nothing stays the same. You know.
Do you fool with social media like that or like?
Man, I am like my job is editing. I'm just not an editor though. I do so much, but when it comes to that type of specific jobbing, when it comes, I've done social media. I've done anything from Gram Snap to do anything for rappers reels to walking around on the phone with them, fucking interviewing people to so I've done it all, and I like you have to stay aware of social media because social media is changing, And if they do buy off TikTok, it'll change that too. But yeah, that's a whole different conversation to understand. Until I understand it more, I'm not going to go into it too deep. But that X, I think is the future. Like on social media, I think Elon Musk X is showing more promise to me. And they say users are more skeptical. Skeptical.
Shit.
People are just more going to the X now and Instagram. Facebook is more for old people. And Snapchat is just for. Hey, now I'm just saying this is statistics. Don't get mad at me. I'm just saying that's what they say. And Snapchat is we know what Snapchat's
Facebook,
for.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
I'm not old.
I'm not saying you're old. I use Facebook too. I just don't really.
I don't post. I don't post for real. I don't post for real.
Whatever I'm posting on there is just like my stuff, and then I leave. I don't stay on it. But I don't stay on anything because I'm gonna tell you. We were talking about this before I was getting all the equipment together. Is that I believe social media is poison. I believe that it encourages depression. I believe that it really fucks up your life, bro. Because I've been a person that sat here and been like, man, I need a view. I'm like consumed on wanting people to like my stuff, and then you get so depressed because you're not getting what you want. And people don't understand that the hours and work you spend on this stuff is insane, bro. So.
And the views.
When you don't get what you put into it, it changes everything. So it's like it's a drug and it's very toxic. And it's like if you don't get what you want, you're depressed. You're like, man, don't nobody fuck with me. But the problem is that it's not the case. But this is the toxic of social media of wanting to be, because we are so messed up in our heads. We believe that we should be some person. Like people care about my opinions. People that's the problem with social media and being more self-indulged in everything. So we're like, we think about it though. Think about it. Everyone has a program in their own thing that's all about they self. Think about that right now. So you are being programmed every day to be about yourself. Yeah. So it's no like illusion or like, oh my God, how did everybody get so selfish? You got social media to make you all about self. So that's how you are getting all this like, what can you do for me? It's all about me.
Social media to me is a false reality, period. I could take a trip to Jamaica, take 1,000 pictures, send them out over time, and I've been living that my whole life. You see what I'm saying? That's false reality. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think about social media. That's why I don't be on it.
Yeah, it's just a thing that I'm trying to stay away from. Especially I'm back to training. I'm trying to stay away from just any stuff that'll because I do too much. So it's like I'm at a point to where I'm just trying to whatever I put on there, whether you like it or not, and then move and just keep going because it's too much to worry about with all the things you do in life. Like you can't truly be successful by sitting around worrying about social media because life makes you do too much. I can't. If I gotta shoot this video, if I gotta get ready to act in this movie, if I gotta get ready to train MMA, if I gotta get ready to interview, all these things, take care of my daughter, I'm doing all these different things. It's like, what time do I have to really give a fuck if Stacy thinks that, my skin isn't dark enough to be talking the way I talk, or Tierra calling me fake, or Jamal getting mad at me because I ain't gangster enough, and Tyler wanting to talk to me because we used to be friends. I don't know any of these people, y'all. So I'm just naming some people. So don't be like, dang man, I ain't talking about anybody. I don't know any, But I'm just saying, like, no one. You don't have time. If you have time to listen to that, go do some push-ups. Do something.
I don't have time because I'm working through the week. So the weekend.
Yeah, we talked. I know you always,
if I can slide something in, you know what I'm saying. So like that goes back to saying, the 9 to 5, man. Like I ain't gonna stop it. You know what I'm saying. No matter what, I'm just trying to figure out how to slide it in when I can slide it in, man. What am I supposed to do? Start the money? You know what I'm saying? Trick myself out the street for the money? Nah, I'm good. I'm good on that, man. You know what I'm saying? 9 to 5 it is me. You know what I'm saying? One day that break gonna come, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's through music, whether it's through acting, you know what I'm saying? Or whether it's just staying down till I come up. That's it.
Well, the consistency, as long as we continue to do what we're doing, we're never gonna stop. So it don't matter, it's not even a question of that at this end of this time, as long as like I told you, as long as I'm breathing, I'm gonna continue to create, and as long as you around me, man, we're gonna continue to make.
Let's go.
Because at the end of the day, we're not in the era of worrying about youth. We trying to leave legacy now, so it's a different, and I think as we get older as men, it all changes. Because when we're younger, we just want to fuck bitches and we want to do what we want to do. Yeah. But when we get older,
well, no, I'm big boy single now, so
yeah. Do you want to talk about that?
We can go into a little bit.
Okay. I'm not gonna talk about my shit, but we're gonna talk about your shit.
We're gonna talk about my shit.
Yeah, I know you're gonna try to blow it on me. No, I'm just talking
about my shit. No, talking about my shit.
No, let's just because we're here. Fuck it. So
let's talk about it.
I mean,
it is what
I can talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Fuck it.
So how does it feel being divorced right now? Like since you're,
I'm not technically divorced yet.
Not technically. Well, how does it feel to
be
basically you're on the brink of
being divorced?
Your divorce.
Yeah.
So how does that feel? How's it? Not to be disrespectful. I mean, I know it feels fucked up, but I mean, how are you doing? Let me say it like that because I sound like a jerk, bro.
That's a man-ass question, though. That's a man-ass question. I'm good. It took a little second, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? When you think you're going to be with somebody forever, and then that forever comes quicker than you think. You know what I'm saying? And I look at it as two ways. It helped me. And it hurt me. It hurt me because I lost my wife. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with my son every single night. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but at the same time, it showed me how to live for me. It showed me how to take care of me because now it's just me. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I'm good now. I done already went through the pain. The pain is over with. Now it's just fun times now.
Well, I've been around both of you, so I seen.
Yeah. You've seen the love. You've seen the love,
the happiness and the joy and the familia within the family that you had going, the love and everything. So I see both things. But at the end of the day, do you think you've learned? I mean, do you think you've processed out of this to be like, I've learned a great deal about this to where my next relationship, I won't go through that situation.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's so hard to talk about this because there's something that happened that I'm not going to talk about that happened in the situation that's different than normal people. So it's a different situation too. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's just we're gonna take a sabbatical.
Let's just say it like this. Unforeseen tragedy happened. You know what I'm saying? So, and not gonna lie, not gonna take it from her. Yes, it did affect the marriage. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think that it would affect the marriage the way that it did. You know what I'm saying? But it did. You know what I'm saying? So coming out of that and, you know what I'm saying, going through all that, I just learned some stuff, live, you don't put yourself first sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because, I gave her everything, anything, you know what I'm saying? I gave it to her, you know what I'm saying? So I had to learn how to live for myself again, and knowing that I live for myself again and seeing that I'm putting myself first, I don't put up with a lot of stuff now. If I don't like it, I don't like it. You can't be mad at me. I'm me. How can you be mad at me because I don't like it? Because a shorty will tell you what she don't like. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I'm going to tell you what I don't like. Nah, you ain't going to do this. Nah, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Period.
So can I ask you this? Out of all the situation, out of everything being done, right?
Yeah.
It's still love, though. You hope that everything is good in her life, and wish her the best.
I just checked on her today.
That's love. See, that's black love. Regardless, that's love. Like, that's real love.
I called her, yesterday, matter of fact, I called her, you know what I'm saying, and when she answered the phone, she sounded a little distraught, and I'm like, what's wrong with you? She was like, I know, nothing, don't worry about it, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, so, but today, you know what I'm saying, I called her, I'm like, you all right? You know what I'm saying? You good? You know what I'm saying? She was like, yeah, I'm good, I just went through some boom, 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 you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for checking on me, you know what I'm saying? Like, love is still there, I'm not gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I got a beautiful son by her, you know what I'm saying? So, the love is still there, it's just the love of us being together is not there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so the love is me and my little guy Ace, you know what I'm saying?
What become of your love? Your love was what that's the memories
you
of
know
that
what I'm
love.
saying? Like, I'ma always look out for her, I'ma always make sure she's straight, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, my main concern is my son. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as he know his daddy, he know I love him, he know you know what I'm saying? That's all I care about. That boy when that boy is with me, I can't move. Do you hear me? You know what I'm saying? And that's all and that's what I was worried about at first when we first split up. That
how
was
it would be on the kids.
There you go.
That's
the only thing that I was worried about, because I'm like, man, fuck, what about my son? I'm used to going to sleep with him, waking up with him, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna be able to go to sleep with him. I ain't gonna be able to wake up with him. You know, he ain't gonna see daddy there. But I can say that boy still love me like I was still in that fucking bed with him. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I can ask for. You know what I'm saying? So.
And this is something I'm saying this to everyone, though. This is showing you that you can not be together and still raise your kid together.
Oh, yeah.
There is still people.
Like, my baby mama, she call and get on my ass sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I call and get on her ass sometimes. You know what I'm saying? About shit that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, when that issue arises, we talk about it, and that's dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's not gonna like every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're gonna have your little quarrels. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not gonna like you. You might do some shit I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you about it though. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean I gotta hate you. That don't mean I ain't never gotta talk to you again a day in my life. Because at the end of the day, you still the mother of my child. Period.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Period.
It's love no matter what. That's when you know, though, that it's real love. And when I say that, I don't want nobody to be like, man, no, what you talking about, man? My baby mama was sucking 4 dicks at the same time. I caught her. Listen, I'm not saying that, brother. All I'm saying is this, that no matter what happens in your life, you can be a man and show your kid, you know, that you know, what a man acts like. But let me digress and go back to one more thing before we end the show.
What's that?
Is there anything you could say to divorced people right now that are going through it that feel like, man, we've got a lot of shit to go through. I don't know if we're going to be able to take this. I'm scared that and let me ask you this to say it only on the man's perspective, because we really can't say it on the woman's because you're not a woman. But as men that are going through it, that are losing their wives, and you know, they don't know what they don't know what to do. They don't know they need encouragement. They need guidance, someone to at least give them some type of advice, because a lot of us don't have moms, and we're old enough to where anybody that we love on that era is dead. So it's like some men need that guidance. Some men don't know where to go. So if you could, you know, what would you encourage them to do about that?
So if it wasn't for, you know, the friends I had around me, you know what I'm saying, especially my moms, you know what I'm saying, definitely my moms, you know, I probably would have broke, you know what I'm saying, but having certain people around me and like, hey, bro, you're going to get through it. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be straight. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have broke. I'm not even going to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I never seen myself without that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, life has to be over if I haven't, you know what I'm saying? So, like, but with the encouragement and then just me coming to the realization of like, bro, shit happens. Like, shit happens. And shit happens that we can't control, you know what I'm saying? So, like, if other things could happen, why would I sit up here and think that this couldn't happen? You know what I'm saying? And that's what we get caught up at. We get so caught up in thinking that, you know, this is never going to happen, not knowing that this could happen, you know what I'm saying? And we take it harder, you know? But really, just realizing that for the time that you was with that person, you wasn't worrying about yourself fully. Because you were so worried about that person. Me and her splitting had me realize I'm my own person. I am a person too. Because we tend to be a dad. We tend to be a husband. But we don't tend to be uno. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we have to be dad. We have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no individuality right there. Like, that's us right there. You know what I'm saying? There's no time for us, period. You know what I'm saying? And I tell everybody this, and I'm going to tell y'all this right now. Only thing that comes with conditional love, no, unconditional love is animals, kids, and women. Men don't get it. Men don't get it.
Well, we draw the end of the stick when it comes to that. Yeah,
men
we
don't get it.
But, you know, we take on what we take on, and I will tell every man this, you know.
It's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. And you're going to bounce back.
Okay.
And there's women out here that'll know your little situation and give you your time. You know what I'm saying? They'll look out for you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got to be doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's people out here that's genuinely trying to help you get back right. You know what I'm saying? After times like that. You know what I'm saying? Even my partners. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, here you go, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you're going through what you're going through. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? And it's all love, you know what I'm saying? And now, shit, I'm chilling, I'm cooling, I'm doing my thing, you know what I'm saying?
You feel like a new person.
Yes, definitely a new person. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, when me and my son together, that's our time, and it's like we never stop, you know what I'm saying? And it's like the same day that I left, you know what I'm saying? So, like, hey, man, everything gonna be all right. Now, don't just split up and stop doing what you was doing for your child, because that's what the problem's gonna come in at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but as long as you're doing it, you're all right. Shit.
Well, man, I thanks for coming down here, bro.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for getting on the show, bro. You know what I'm saying? I really hope that this journey that we're going on right now with all these movies and videos that we're going to stretch down to, that I hope we get that shit done this year, because it's a lot of work we got going on.
Hey, we're gonna do it, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't playing, man.
And then hopefully we'll do more Note shows. Hopefully, bro, come back on the Note show and we can start doing more stuff. Just seeing where things go, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the love,
man. I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to be here on the Note Show. Bro. I feel like I got invited to the old school Tigger basement. Do you feel me? We in here.
Just rapping on things. I'm gonna need a motherfucking minute to tell everybody that I be in it. Nah, I'm just
listen, I can rap a little bit. Nah, I can rap a whole lot, but I'm just lying though.
Is there any more music that you're working on?
Man, I got a lot of stuff I'm working on.
Ooh.
A lot. That's why I need to come over here with it.
And record. I know. You need to.
You know what I'm saying? So, because I got a lot of stuff in the work, but I don't know if they're going to like it. It's, look, what I'm going through is going to be a lot of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but everyone's going through a breakup. That's the problem. Everyone breaks up.
Shout out to everybody that's going through a breakup right now. A divorce, whatever.
Of love.
Yeah.
What's that song from Ritz?
I gotta go. After this, when I go home, I gotta clean up, bro. I got life I gotta live, bro. Like,